No tricks, no lies. Doing it right, even when there's no eyes. Darkness and light, walking side by side, balance between both. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive in, guys. I want to say that there's a very interesting message going on. I want to say the colors that could be around you a lot right now are black, maybe like a white, silver, red. Red is giving me the sense of balance, the root chakra. There's maybe a form of you needing to find balance right now. I want to say maybe you are starting again from zero, and it's like you have created a foundation now. And this is going to be a foundation that will not be shaken. Because now, I want to say, if this reading is finding you, you are meant to be in a place of knowing that you feel safe, that you feel protected. But it's also coming to me in a sense of now you know better. Now you know what you're going to allow. Now you know what you're not going to allow. And rather than allowing things to have maybe change you or make you see things differently, you still continue to develop a form of empathy. So, for whoever this reading is for, I want to say you are one in the universe. They're coming in saying that you need to go ahead and own it, or you need to go ahead and own whatever it is that you're doing. And you really have a confidence, or you should have a confidence. If you don't see something within yourself, it's like be confident, but it's not saying to go ahead and like really talk about it. It's just saying you have what it takes to really embody it. So they're saying to embody it, because the way I'm getting it is you're very humble, you're very kind. They're showing me an orange teddy bear, so I don't know if an orange teddy bear could be significant for anyone, but with an orange teddy bear, it's also giving me a sense of inner child. Maybe connect with your inner child and know that you did not have to lose that inner child. That just because you were grown up doesn't mean that you still can't take yourself out for ice cream. It does not mean that you still cannot go out or even go off in your mind. Let your imagination take you to worlds of different galaxies, or what can you create? Just because you are also in a job or in a field that makes you feel like you have to be an adult, that doesn't mean necessarily that you have to go ahead and maybe stop pursuing your dream. So it's like you could still have a job in that, but still follow that passion and that purpose and that dream of whatever it is that you truly want. Because by you doing so, by you following, you never know who is watching you. So you could be a parent and it's like you're still showing your kids that, you know what, you can go for whatever it is that you want. And I'm hearing that by doing this, you are breaking a generational curse, a cycle on the boundaries that have been put on maybe you or in the family of saying, you know what, keep dreaming. If you want to own your own business, oh yeah, you have to have a lot of money, you have to save up. And it's just like, it was always like if it was unaccomplishable or unachievable, but it's just like now breaking that and saying, no, I can achieve anything. I may not have the sources right now, but everything around me I can use to get me to where I need to be. Doing so in a right way and a correct way. Because if you do something true in a negative way, what you do will not it may get you there, but it will not keep you there. Confirmation from Sailor Moon. So I'm studying the deck, guys, on Temple of Black Obsidian, and this one is the Temple of Lapis Lasu. But I did say the color black, so this is giving me divine protection. It's also giving me a part of you is, I want to say for whoever this reading resonates, you could be wearing black and yellow. The Steelers could be significant for you, or you may be into football, or the numbers 00 could be in front of you. I'm also getting 43. You could be an old soul. You could carry a wisdom, and it's just maybe you may not be as open to spiritualness, or you are, but I guess what I'm saying is you may have experienced things and you're like, that was a coincidence. But the thing is, maybe these moments are happening more to you, and it's kind of getting you to see that something is really amazing is happening here. And it's giving you encouragement to at least know that you were in the right place, or that you were doing something, or that you need to follow something on whatever it is. But to really take yourself out of this world, if you find yourself being stressed, being frustrated or angry, notice who is around you. And it's not saying that everyone has to be at a certain level, but it's just about setting boundaries or having a certain spot for you, whether you live with family or something, to where you have a form of peace or quiet for yourself. Somewhere where you can like literally just feel like at ease. But I'm also getting that whatever you are doing, you need to go and create this. Go into a form of maybe like isolating yourself or being in silence. But nonetheless, if you have an anxiety or fear, know that this card represents that you are shielded, that you were protected. But as you are shielded and protected always, in this time specifically, you need to go ahead and go forward and listen to your intuition, because this is a card for the third eye. This is giving me that yes, you have awakened to a sense. And if you have not gotten the knowledge or you do not know this knowledge, you should know that just because one is awakened, it does not mean that one does not suffer. It does not mean that life changes to an extraordinary, which I mean, it is in the way that you perceive it or how you see it. But ultimately, what it does mean, because there's different levels to awakening, but where you are at for this message, I'm sorry guys, it is coming through in the sense that, sorry guys, I lost my train of thought. But basically what it means that as you enter this awakening phase, it is basically not to say that there are limits. No, anything is possible. And it becomes more possible when more of us as a collective can come together and know that everything is achievable and possible. It somehow sparks something within all of us to really go ahead and create. So therefore, if you are in a world of chaos, separate yourself from that world, ground yourself, and know that there's shelter under your feet. You just have to go ahead and work on doing that in the best way that you can, whether it's meditating or whether it's doing something that you love by writing, journaling, but doing so in nature. But what it basically means for this part of you as you awaken, it means that it does not mean you will not suffer or that you will not have days where something may happen or a form of a chaoticness. It means that as the storms may happen in life, you know how to move now. So this is a metaphor, apply it in your own way. So basically, do not react. I'm getting Yeshua coming through, the number 33669, Nicholas Tesla, Isis, because we're using her deck right now, to a symbol of a heart to be around you. I'm also getting music notes. But basically, in that metaphor, you apply it in your own way in the sense of don't react to someone who's trying to get the best of you. Listen, and even if you respond, act accordingly, but know what you are going to tolerate, what you're not going to tolerate. Know that if you are going to cry in life, no matter what age you are, it is knowing that tomorrow is never promised and that the time you are in right now is very precious. So let this reading spark something within you to know that anything is possible and that you are able to and capable to go ahead and get where you want to be in life. You may not start off right where you want to be, but that is the whole point about this ancient sacred journey. It is about knowing that once you get there, it's going to probably feel not like the end, but like where it's just like, well, this is me living the good life now, and it's what you've always wanted. But there's something about you being in this now moment, really embodying the pain and of the struggle where you at, because it's the experience. Because this experience is what makes the journey worthy, is what they're giving me. Hey guys, so I had to fix the storage, but it's weird because it's 74 degrees literally, and the number 74, I did a video, you guys can look it up. It's actually the one before this one. And it was about basically the number 74 and doing a ritual with a black candle, which is weird because we have black obsidian. So I just want that to be known that there is a form of confirmation coming in that you may not have felt that you're protected or that, but it is now knowing you have entered a period of that. But that period of you have enduring or going through certain things, they're not necessarily saying that you have to awaken like that, but it's just like it snaps something into you to wake up and say, why am I allowing this treatment, or why am I doing these things if they do not really fulfill me? And at that point, you should be asking the right questions and saying, what is it that I'm doing? What do I want to do? And slowly take it step by step, but living in the now. Basically, you're breaking that chain to freedom. That's how I'm going to interpret it. Splitting the deck again, it is past life power. And I did say that they were giving me a sign that you were very ancient, you were an old soul. The next one says Portal of Light. She glides on wings through time and space. So you are here to, I want to say, anchor something. You are definitely here to create something. So whatever it is, go forth in confidence and just know that you were protected, divinely protected. And in case you're doubting it, this reading is going to give you confirmation. And the confirmation you know is, oh, you hold the key of life. Spinning the ink, the key of life. So I want to say that the more that you go outside your boundaries, the more knowledge you gain and the more you're gonna learn. But since you are an ancient, so it's like as you go out and these boundaries, it's just like you attain different memories of skills on how to work in this life, I guess is how it's coming through. Divine destiny. You're definitely here to anchor something. So whatever it is, believe in the power of you. And this is giving very strong feminine power. And you don't have to be a female watching this. It's about us knowing that we're both energies, that we have to cultivate both of them and finding a balance. But maybe this is a time for you to really go more into that divine feminine side and nurture this creation of whatever it is that you're doing. Nurture yourself so that you can go back in your mind and heal the traumas of whatever it is that you're going through. Sorry if it kind of go everywhere. It's because I get a lot of downloads, and this one's coming through just in the sense of it's usually the ones who, not in a disrespectful way, because we're all on our own journey, but the ones who really have a confidence to do something, and it's like you see it right then and there, and it's like, well, it was good, but it was not to what I had expected of it. And then it's like you see the difference with someone who is really shy or scared to, like, maybe like if it's in school and you're auditioning for a play, and it's like that shy, quiet one is usually the one who has that talent for that main part, but they don't believe in themselves to go ahead and want to audition, if that makes sense. Basically, it's like now knowing that there's never going to be a right time. The time is now. Because the more that you wait for a moment for everything to be perfect, the thing is, even if you mess up or you fall are the mistakes, you gain knowledge and you learn. And what's beautiful about it is when you get back up. When you know that, just because I'm not getting there yet doesn't mean I'm not going to get there. I am releasing the expectation, but I am good if something happens, and I'm good if nothing does happen, because you know what? At least I went forward doing whatever it is that fulfilled me, that made me happy. And then I took my power back to say, you know what? I control how I move in the storms. I control how I feel. We got the servant of fire, so maybe you could be actually working with a fire. I want to say that you could be having a kundalini experience, but I'm also getting that you could be very you are a priestess, you have psychic, intuitive. It is now telling you maybe to maybe find a flexibility, but to also stand still and know that you don't have to react or move. Just observe like the python or the cobra. Let's go ahead and read that real quick though. Serpent of Fire. Isis, priestess of the Serpent Sisterhood and Queen of the Serpent Fire, guides you through transformation. Now, as your energy field grows, stronger and old energies are burned away in the process of your growth. Trust that you are growing and more capable than you have been previously. Do not assess your current ability based on past standards, as they no longer apply to you. You are more stronger and powerful now than you have ever been before. You need to learn afresh. So starting again on a fresh foundation, what you are capable of. And you could be asking ISIS, or you could reach out for help, or basically go within inside yourself and say, what do I need to do right now? What do I feel that I need to do to level up? And stay true to whatever it is that you want to do. It represents the inner fire, serpent, or kundalini. Oh my god, okay. Running out of storage, I don't have much time, so basically, this is with the kundalini, and I was just happy because I did say the kundalini. but it rises in accordance with spiritual growth and empowerment. I'm also hearing now it is something that is not meant to be rushed. Enjoy the process and just know that if you feel that you are, if this reading resonates, you're going to know because you know that you have to take steps as you manifest. You can't just go ahead and manifest. So I want to say, you know that you're not doing the work, but you are walking in the faith of knowing that you are doing something that you love. This means that you will need to adjust your senses of your own abilities to meet your new levels of energetic empowerment. So again, if you are starting over or if you feel that you have certain abilities, it is about mastering them, learning them, and knowing that again, do not rush the process. Basically, work on it, build it up. You may need to temper your behavior to take account the greater power and effect of your words, thoughts, and actions. When you grow stronger, your words, thoughts, and actions, intentions gather potency more so than before. So, right now, your responsibility for what you put out into the world grows too. Your emotions and words have a bigger effect because the energy behind them. So, again, like I said, you are not one in a million, you're not one in a billion, you are one in the universe. And I want to say that for this is about 1% of the collective for who this reading is gonna be for. But wherever you are, know that you are not alone and that you each are in a certain place anchoring that frequency. So now it is more crucial that after this message finds you, that you really dive more deep within yourself, connect with your inner child. Don't rush the process of whatever it is that you want to do and just be in that moment, doing whatever it is that you love and taking steps to get there if you're not there in this time. You're awakening. So since I don't have much time, guys, I'm gonna just leave it at that for this part. This is a very good reading in the sense of you are where you need to be. But right now you just really need to discover and not find a new version of yourself, but basically just simply go back because you're an ancient soul. So it's not becoming a new soul, it's just simply becoming who you have always been. Bottom of the deck, past life, present power, the many spiritual faces of you. Go in silence so you can hear. And don't expect the answer to come in right away. Allow it to come to you in the times that you need to. And the answers that you do receive, sit down with them, write them down. And the next answer will appear when they feel your guides, or you yourself will just have a knowing that this is the next form of what I need to know. So, yeah, guys. Thank you.